Hey guys, now that we have started, now that we have finished slope-intercept form, we are going to move forward to point-slope form. Okay, the name says exactly what's in the form. Okay, a point and slope. Okay, so I have the form written out right here. It's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, but the m still represents the slope just like the slope-intercept form, but now instead of having our y-intercept in the equation, we have it in a point form, okay, where if you have any point, the x value is here and the y value is here, okay? So, for example, an example would look something like this. Y minus 3 equals 4 times x minus 5, where your slope would be 4 and your point would be 5, 3. Okay? So there's multiple different ways of using the point-slope form. Okay? We're going to be talking about two significant ways today, and that's one is you're given the slope and point. The other way is you're given 2 points. Okay? Then also we're going to be transforming the point-slope form and changing it into slope-intercept form, and then also changing it into standard form. Okay? So go ahead and take notes on all of these. If you have any questions, come prepared to class with them. Okay? So this question right here, we're given the slope and point. Write in point-slope form. Our point is -1, 5, and our slope is 3. Okay? So if we know our point-slope form, it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We know our m, it's 3. We know our points, and our x value is -1 and our y value is 5. Okay? So for my y value, I'm going to plug in 5. For my m, I'm going to plug in 3. And then for my x value, I'm going to plug in -1. Mind you, this is already a minus, so you need to make sure you plug in a -1. That's really important here on this point-slope form, is that you keep this y minus and x minus. So you know that your point here is actually a positive point. If it's positive, it's going to be negative. So y minus 5 is equal to 3 times x, and minus a -1 is actually plus 1. So if we had this point-slope form here, we would be able to extract this m equals 3, and we would know that one of the points on our graph is a -1, because this is positive, and a positive 5. Okay? So this is one way you'll be asked to represent in point-slope form given a slope and a point. Okay? The next way is if you're given 2 points. All right? So we're given 2 points, 6, 4, and 2, 1, and they want us to write in slope form, or point-slope form. I'm sorry. Okay? So in point-slope form, we need a point. Well, we have 2 of them. We're good. And we also need a slope. All right? We don't have a slope, but we know our slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. All right. You can go ahead and label underneath these if you would like to help you if you get a little confused. But we need to go ahead and substitute in. Our y2 is 1. Our y1 is 4. Our x2 is 2. Our x1 is 6. 1 minus 4 is -3. 2 minus 6 is -4. Okay, so that actually, a negative divided by negative is a positive. That reduces just to, 3/4. So now we have a slope and we have a point. Okay, it doesn't matter which point you choose here. You can use either one of them to put it into point-slope form, because either one of them will ultimately still graph the same line. So if it has the same point, or it has the same slope, and we know it definitely goes through these 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose this first one. So y minus y1 is 4, equals my slope, which we found is 3/4, times x minus x1, which is 6. So this is my answer of my equation written in point slope form. Now these are really easy to graph from because you have a point that you can graph initially, 6, 4, and then you can take that point and use your slope from there. Okay, so on our slope intercept, we had the intercept and used our slope to graph from there. Now we have a point and we use our slope to graph from there. All right? All right. Two other things that you're going to be asked of whenever you're in point slope form and in all different kinds of forms is to transform it to other ones. Okay? So we're in point slope form here. We'll use this example here. Y minus 5 equals 3 times x plus 1. I want you to transform this equation into slope-intercept form. So if we were to call slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay? So the easiest way to do this is to distribute my 3 and then isolate y by itself. Okay? So 3 times x and 3 times 1. So y minus 5 equals 3x plus 3. Okay? To isolate y, we need to go ahead and add 5 to both sides. So y equals 3x plus 8. Now that has transformed from point slope form to y-intercept form. Okay? You can go between both of them. Alright? Now, the next way you're going to be asked is standard form. Sorry, my phone's ringing. We'll just ignore it. Standard form is a new form that you need to learn, and it's written as ax plus by equals c. Okay? So if we are in point slope form, y minus 5 equals 3 times x plus 1. To be able to get into this form, we need to have x and y both on the left-hand side, and then we need to have our constant over here on the right-hand side. Okay? So what you would do is we need to go ahead and distribute. Y minus 5 equals 3x plus 3. Now we need to recognize that we need to get our x over there and this 5 over here. All my variables should be on the left-hand side and my constants on the right-hand side. So we're going to take 3x away, and then we're also going to add 5. So we're going to have negative 3x plus y equals 8. Okay? So now we have transformed from point slope form to standard form. Okay? As you can see, you could probably take this one also, slope intercept form, and also go to standard form by simply subtracting 3x from both sides. Alright, that is point slope form. Overall, this is our equation. You're going to be either given a point, a slope and a point, and asked to put it in point slope form. Given 2 points and asked to put it in point slope form. Or take point slope form and change it into y-intercept or standard form. And then you also can easily graph out of point slope form. Alright, thanks.